Hello, welcome back to Dior's Kitchen. Welcome back to the kitchen. Before I get started, I would like to say, let's share more peace, joy, love, and happiness into our lives, into our communities. If you like this video, click, share, and subscribe. There will be more goodness on this channel. Yes. So today I'm going to make homemade macaroni and cheese, the way I was taught to make homemade macaroni and cheese, right out of the kitchen from my grandmother to my mother. So here we go, and let's get started because I have everything all set up and ready. Introduce what I have for you. I have my mozzarella cheese, I have my Colby jack cheese, I have my mild cheese, then I have a little sharp cheese. Let me see if I have it. Okay, yeah, I do. So I'm gonna put 4 different types of cheese. Then I have my sharp cheese here. Let me move all this out the way. Then I have my eggs, my half and half, about 3 eggs, flour, salt, pepper, and I just had to set up. And then I have noodles. So our water is boiling. Then I have a strainer here where I'm going to strain the noodles. So let's get started. I have 2 cups of noodles. So what I'm going to do first, noodles. I use kosher salt. And by the way, let me introduce my butter. I use unsalted butter. The reason is that I use unsalted butter because most of the cheeses have salt in them. And then by me using kosher salt, you can really taste the salt into anything that you cook. So I decided to go with unsalted butter to eliminate some of the salt. Okay, let me get my noodles to go in here. This is 2 cups of noodles. Okay. And what we need to do is just watch and stir a little bit and let it boil till the noodles get soft. Okay. Okay, while the noodles are cooking here, I'm going to cover the pot with a lid until it comes to a boil. Take the top off. Take the top off. Now I'm going to drain over the sink in cold water. Over the sink in cold water. Cut this down a little low here. We're going to make sure it's rinsed real good. Cold water just to get all the starch out of our noodles. Then we're going to place our noodles back into the pot. Okay, into the pot. Now I'm going to add all the ingredients into the pot. And I'm going to start off with my butter first. So we're going to put the butter, a whole stick of butter. This is how I make my macaroni and cheese. So we're going to keep it going. That's how I do my mac and cheese. Then I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to start off with 2. Egg upward so the shell won't fall. And we'll go to this is kosher salt. And I'm going to sprinkle a little pepper. And now if you're making this for a lot of people, today I'm just making a little baked dish of it. So to give you some type of idea, then I'm going to use my mozzarella cheese. Over. Then I'm going to do 1 cup of sharp cheese. Then I'm going to place my colby cheese. Maybe a little mild. So the stirring is going well here. I want you to see the consistency of it. See the consistency of the mac and cheese. And the reason why I'm going to put a little flour is to keep it consistent, cold, the mac and cheese. I think I'm going to add the rest of the half and half. I'm going to take my flour and I'm going to say maybe a half a teaspoon. Just like I say, this is a baked dish, so I'm not making a whole lot. And this is how we stir. And now we are going to, I want you to see how consistent it is. How consistent the mac and cheese is. So what I always do, I'm going to get me a fork and I'm going to taste. I'm going to taste. I'm going to get a clean fork. Always taste. You can see if it's too salty or it needs more pepper or what does it need. Look at that. Look. So I'm going to taste. Still coming down. Need a little more salt. And guess what? I always, let me tell you, I didn't tell you this. I always put seasoning salt. Let me get some seasoning salt here. Sprinkle a little. There we go. Some mac and cheese. Look at that butter. Look at that butter. Look at that cheese. The mac and cheese is ready. So, I'm going to cut everything off and down. So, the catch to this, how I do mine, I'm going to layer my mac and cheese. Okay? So, I'm going to take a couple of things of butter and just put on the outskirt of the baked dish. Okay, not too much because you want to put some on top. Then I'm going to layer just half of it into the baked dish. Place it around. It's going to be very good. And we're going to Put my cheese in between. Then I'm going to put my last layer. Wow. Look at all that cheese. Make sure we get all that out of there. All the noodles. There we go. And then we're going to place it around the pan. The baked dish. Okay. Then we're going to take the rest of our cheese. I put more mozzarella cheese within the macaroni. Okay. Put a little sharp. You can be setting your oven to like 350 so it can bake. Yeah. So it can bake and ready to go. I'm going to take a little pepper, just sprinkle all around the dish. Give it that little taste. Then I'm going to add more butter around the dish. And we're going to place the dish into the oven about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and we're going to come back and see how everything came out. Here we go. Now it comes to the time at the end of the video that I taste the mac and cheese. Delicious. Nice and hot. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Until next time, I'm out of the kitchen, okay? Delicious. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Good.